This is Mommy Uncensored. Good morning. Welcome back. Life's been crazy. Holiday season. So I just had my holiday party this Saturday that just passed, and it was awesome. A lot smaller than it usually is, but I'm not mad at that at all. It was still a very, very, very awesome time with some very, very, very awesome people. So shout out to everybody who showed up and, showed out. Really, we had a blast. But yeah, I wanted to actually talk about something that I've been thinking about for a very long time, and not even on this is a good episode kind of thing. Gentle parenting, right? I feel like the thought of gentle parenting is, I think, getting misconstrued as wanting to be your kid's friend. And I heavily disagree with that. I think that gentle parenting is not adopting some of the more toxic ways of parenting that the past generation, put onto us. So I feel like gentle parenting is not necessarily about coddling your kids or tending to your kids' every whim. I strongly feel like gentle parenting is understanding that your child is a human with human-ass emotions, and they are not old enough or experienced enough to have to be able to govern their emotions like that. So, maybe they need a little more guidance instead of yelling. Maybe they need some redirection instead of punishments, because they're only kids. I say all the time with Kennedy, just early this morning, dropping her off at school. She said she was coughing. I was like, okay, you want to cough into the tissue? I was like, there's tissues next to you. So she coughs down on a tissue. I was like, what are you doing? I was like, pick the tissue up. Girl, are you crazy? What? And then I remember, I'm like, she got her brain 4 years ago. A lot of people don't even finish college in 4 years. She just got her brain 4 years ago. Relax. And it was just like, oh, God. You got to kind of take a step back and just be like, oh, right. Why would she know to do that? I didn't say to do it, so why would she know to do it? You know what I mean? She doesn't have that life experience. She doesn't have those, that life experience pretty much. So I feel like gentle parenting is people who say oh, you're a gentle parenting and you just want your kids to be your friend, or you don't want to beat them, first of all, no, I don't want to beat my child ever. I don't ever want to lay hands on my kid because, I don't, first of all, I never really got beat. I never got beat as a child anyway. And I'm okay. But, I have seen it, and it is traumatizing. Even just watching somebody get beat, it's very traumatizing. So, yeah, no, I don't really want to go down that route. And like I said, it's just, for me, it's recognizing that your kid is a human. Your kid has their own personality that may not match yours. There's so many people out here who, on a regular basis, if their child was not their child, they would not be fucking with their child like that. They would not be fucking with that person as a person because they do not have the same personalities, or their personalities just don't mesh. And guess what? That shit's okay. You still got to respect them. Even if I don't really mess with your personality like that, and you haven't done anything, I still have to respect you. Respect is due to a dog. Right? So, I just feel like gentle parenting is about respecting your child. Respecting your child is their whole ass own person. I don't think it's a bad thing. Of course I don't think it's a bad thing, but I don't think it's as soft as soft as people make it seem. And it's like, it's not, I don't even think it's like really gentle. I feel like, saying gentle parenting puts like that kind of puts that kind of a mask on it. Like you're being very, very, you're like you're handling people with kid gloves and stuff. And I mean, as you should, because like they're kids. But I feel like gentle parenting is just guidance. It's more guidance rather than punishment. It's more talking to them, talking through their thoughts, trying to figure out what made you think that coughing on the side of the tissue instead of picking the tissue up and covering your mouth with it was a good idea. Like, what made you think that was a smart idea? I mean, not even a smart idea. What made you do it? And it's like also not talking down to them, because it's not like they know. It's not like they knew anything. Like if you didn't tell them what to do, exactly how to do it, why would you think they're going to do it? I know adults who still do that right now. You know what I mean? I know adults who still are just like, well, you didn't, like if you say, hey, can you take out the trash? They take out the trash, go on about their day. Hey, there's no trash bag in the trash can. Oh, well, you didn't say put the trash bag in the trash can. Are you serious? That's part of taking out the trash. And that's the whole process. Why would I expect, if adults can't do that, why would I expect a child to do that? So I don't know. Like I said, I think gentle parenting is getting a bad rap, especially with a lot of the older generation. But I'm starting to hear some of the newer generations too, that are like, oh, I wasn't treated this way and I turned out well. And it's like, no, you just want the power that you weren't given as a child. You want that power for like against your child. And it's like, that needs to be explored in therapy. One, and also two, there should be no power, like this is not a power struggle. You are the parent. There is no more power. Like, you are the parent. Your child needs you. You don't, you like, it's not the other way around. Your child needs you. That is your power. The fact that you were needed by your kid and needed to, mold and shape a decent person. That's your power. Like, you want to have all this, like, say so and because I said so. And it's like, I understand wanting to feel, I understand wanting to feel like, you have to mimic what you've dealt with in your life, because that's the only way. And it's like, that's what I love about this whole immersion of, parents just being like, yeah, I would just rather not do it this way. Because it's like, we don't have to do it this way. There are other ways around this. There are other ways around parenting. And some people do want to be their child's friends. I know that. But that's not gentle parenting. I don't think that's a good idea at all. I think that's, because like, if your child sees you as their peer, I don't know. There is a lack of respect, I feel like. Hold on, coffee break. There's a lack of respect. And, yeah, they could be more open with you, but they could also like just say like, oh, well, they also like content to like not even listen to you. But also, I just feel like with the, being a parent and not being your child's friend. So like, okay, the example I actually just gave was, imagine if you're a parent that validates your child's feelings, that validates your child's existence. How does that feel to know that that person, your parent, validates you? Your peers are always going to validate you most of the time. Like, your peers are usually going to validate you because they're going through the same thing. They're going through the same hardships and everything like that. So you're probably always going to get validated by your peers. That is going to be a given. But imagine how much powerful, how much more confident like how much more confidence you can instill in your child as a parent, as a parental figure, with that boundary being drawn as not the friend, but as the parent, but still telling your child, you know what? I like the way you think, you're right. Or I understand how you feel. Let's talk about this. Do you know how I feel like had a lot of us had that as a kid? Are you kidding me? We would all probably be so much better as a society, you know? And we didn't get the because I said so's or anything like that, you know, the parental units felt like was, you know, okay. Like, we actually got things like, you know, broken down to us. You know, we actually got things that were like, you know, we actually were spoken to as people. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, imagine how much of more of an impact that would be if you're not your child's parent. I mean, if you're not your child's friend, you know? So, I don't know. It's my thoughts on it. But yeah, I don't know. I like I said, I just feel like gentle parenting, like a lot of people who don't really actually know what it is or really can like really practice it kind of can get it a little mixed up. And it's like, no, we're fully parenting, okay? Like, there is a clear boundary. I am not this child's friend, all right? Like, we ain't friends here. She don't pay no bills here. We ain't friends. What I am is her mother. And what I can do is help her through life in not a toxic way, and not such an abrasive way. Not such an aggressive way. But I can help her through life so she can develop her own ideas, her own opinions, and be her own person. Because ultimately, that's what I want. That's what I want for her. I want her to be her own person. You know? Like, I want her to grow and have these amazing ideas, and me look at her like, wow, I didn't even think of that. Good job. You know? Like, don't we want that for our kids? I don't know. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all today. Check me out on, Instagram and TikTok. TikTok is at @sasshole_DJ, just like the IG. But also on the IG is the @controlchaos _chaos, CONTROLL3D _chaos. That's also the page. But yeah, I'll talk to you later though. Bye-bye.